all in all, from the dust in the universe to the waters in the womb I surf. I'm the all in all, from the atoms that exist in the sun to the atom that's in Genesis 1. I'm the all in all, from the first king that walked this globe to the last black slave they stole. I'm the all in all, every living thing you see, all of those things exist in me. I'm the all in all, from the depths of the sea to Mount Everest. Allah in the flesh, most benevolent. This physical form born from melanin. When electrical thought sparked intelligence. Ain't nothing existing I don't exist in. From the clouds in the heavens down to this skin. If you doing the knowledge, you can follow jewels. In both cases, the basis, water molecules. Rain, sleet, snow, hailstorms come together the same way that my cells form. You don't see it yet, hard to fathom still. It's alike to the pyramids, how my atoms build. I existed as DNA when the earth formed, and my paternal lineage is from the firstborns. Holy Quran, Bible, I'm coded there. In a fine mist, you'll miss if you don't know the square. Yeah, on all four corners they seek the G, while shriners speak on me in secrecy. I created the earth as mother and daughter. Her bones are the rocks, her blood is the water. Yeah. Her skin is the crust, her heart is the core. Yeah. I planted the seas, I parted the shores. Yeah. Emitted my light, she saw the corona. Original man, maker. I'm the all in all, from the dust in the universe to the waters in the womb I surf. I'm the all in all, from the atoms that exist in the sun to the atom that's in Genesis 1. I'm the all in all, from the first king that walked this globe to the last black slave they stole. I'm the all in all, every living thing you see, all of those things exist in me. I'm the all in all. Supreme team, dominant gene, God in the physical. Rose from the bowels of hell, pardon my visual. Cremators doing their job when they get rid of you. Crabs in a bucket, mind state to kill a nigga too. Civil wars in the hood, letting hammers dance. Playing with them pieces of steel, attract the ambulance. Or a prison bid, now your daughter's sick. Ain't nothing gangster about leaving your seeds fatherless. So I study self and subtracted crime. It takes supreme mathematics to heal a grafted mind. For the 2 and the 3, you need the 1. The only way to get to the Father is through the Son. I met a lot of dudes on that used to shit. They come and go every day, I'm getting used to it. Far as self go, I'm planted on the square. They unalike to Allah, they planted over there. They don't respect the history, they don't recite degrees. Will we be using them both to reunite the seeds? Yellow to the brown, brown to the black. Accepted or rejected, you repel or attract. It's been over 50 years, he been gone so far. Now that's a powerful cipher, peace to Allah.
Alright, peace everybody, this is God in them streets. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And it don't cost you nothing to subscribe. And it definitely don't cost y'all nothing to hit the like button. It makes no sense to watch these content on these videos and they be, you know, A1, but yet y'all won't take the time out to hit the like button. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen, what the great God Shabu got to give y'all today. I need at least 10,000 views before I give up who was the most livest inmate that ex-Warden, Dep, Captain, regular officer Bailey is speaking about. Because in this particular interview with Queen's Flip, he asks him who was the most livest inmate that you ever had to deal with. So ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to listen clearly to what Bailey has to say. And depending on how many of y'all respond, by making sure I get the proper views that is just due to me will depend on whether I will release this person tonight. So the quicker that y'all get these views up is the quicker that you will find out who this notorious, famous inmate was on Rikers Island in the 90s. Here we go.
Who was the top, pardon me, G, who was the top criminals that you came across at HDM? Heavy hitters that you remember that you saw at HDM?
We had some heavy hitters. I can't even, no, not just that. We had some heavy hitters in there, but, oh my God, I can't really call them by name like that. But if they could eat lobster on the gate in front of me, they pretty heavy hitter,
Wow. He said, if you can eat lobster on the gate, that you are definitely a heavy hitter. Now I'd like to know what inmate had that type of power. Let's listen to this once again, because y'all got to come up with who this individual is. And I will not reveal this until I got at least 10,000 views. So if y'all don't get guard in them streets to 10,000 views, you'll never find out who's the most livest individual that was an inmate on Rikers Island, according to Warden, Bailey. Now let's get it popping.
You remember that you saw HDM?
We had some heavy hitters. I can't even, no, not just that. We had some heavy hitters in there, but, oh my God, I can't really call them by name like that. But if they can eat lobster on the gate in front of me, they pretty heavy hitter,
If they can eat lobster on the gate, you definitely know that that's a heavy hitter. Once again, I'm going to do it one more time. One more time.
Remember that you saw HDM?
We had some heavy hitters. I can't even, no, not just that. We had some heavy hitters in there, but, oh my God, I can't really call them by name like that. But if they can eat lobster on the gate in front of me, they pretty heavy hitter,
How does that happen? How do you get special treatment like that in HBM?
Because somebody brought in that was grimy. Let me tell you something. Just brought in grimy. Let me tell you something. They told me clearly. The commissioner called me down to his office one day, and I thought I was in trouble. He said he heard me on the tape. He heard people on the tape talking about me, saying, if Bailey's on that gate, I'm not bringing it in. Meaning that one officer said it.
So, what Bailey's basically telling y'all, if he's the officer that's on the gate where all the officers is coming in, he gonna check them just like if they was inmates. So, this is God in them streets. I'm getting ready to go so seriously hard in the paint. I just got a very, very important call from one of the 9 individuals that was on that state indictment that I seen Bimmy and Black just name on. And yes, the individual that called me is Ronald Tucker. So make sure y'all go look him up, because I'm about ready to drop some bombs on y'all tonight. But if I do not get my views, I will never let you know who Warden Bailey, that captain, went through all the ranks from 1985 on up. I got some hell of a, stories to drop along with that interview later on. But right now, people, if y'all want to find out who ex-warden Captain Depp Bailey said was the livest individual on the island, because that individual was walking around eating lobster. So, without further ado, this is God in them streets. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all definitely hit the like button. And I'm only giving y'all a little short taste on what bombshell I got to drop on y'all tonight. Because I got Megatrons. Bimmy, you cannot get free from this. You cannot, brother. It's too many individuals coming out the woodworks from the past with real history. And like I said, Bam, I would have never touched the whole situation as long as you didn't mention nothing about the 5%. And the reason why I became a part of it when you spoke about it, because, you know, just the presentation. Yeah, you know, Supreme, Prince, you know, C Just, you know, Baby Wise, all them individuals believe that they was God. But you never believed that you was God and always stayed a true Christian, even though you said in the interview you're not a Christian no more. But at that time, you believed in God. And because you believed in God, you're going to say that that's the reason why you stayed out, while all those other individuals had to go to jail for 16 plus or better years, and some that may never hit the street again. So right now, people really want to know, Ben, how long have you been playing this charade as Mr. Music? Once again, like I said, I'm going to be checking. I'm going to throw this up right away, and then I'm going to come right back to the drawing board. Because guess what? I don't play underhanded stuff. I could have recorded everything that the brother said to me today on the phone, but I didn't do it because I want to wait for any of y'all individuals to come up and start talking about somebody is a liar or this, that, and the third, and that's when I'm gonna bring all the hidden artillery out, because nobody can get around what you did in the past or in the dark, because at the end of the day, the truth is the light. Today is knowledge, culture, or freedom, which bonds power or refinement. The power is the truth, and if you don't have no refinement with your truth, you know what I'm saying? Like the Father said, don't put the wisdom above the people's head. It's knowledge and wisdom that produce understanding. So make sure y'all do the knowledge to my wisdom so y'all can get a complete understanding of what this is all about, because we're not telling these stories about our lives for y'all to take it in vain and not utilize it to your best benefit to bring out the higher self within you. So once again, y'all, make sure y'all hit that views and the like button and let me know within 3 or 4 hours that y'all ready for this bombshell. Who was the livest wire, the livest individual, the livest inmate that ex-Warden Bailey ever seen during his 30-something odd years in the correctional facilities as being, you know, a gang intelligence officer and everything else. So we really want to hear. And if any of y'all have not watched that particular video with flip the script, you know what I'm saying? Queen's Flip, then y'all need to watch it, because he's going to say in detail, once again, he didn't mention the name, but he said the livest individual that ever was on Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying, was walking around eating lobster tails. So make sure, audience, y'all tell me who that individual was.
My brother, and that was grimy. Let me tell you something, this brother and grimy. Let me tell you something. They told me clearly. The commissioner called me down to his office one day, and I thought I was in trouble. He said he heard grimy. eat lobster.
Criminals that you can respect.
You know, they knew I was straight. They knew Bailey was all right.
Who was the top? Pardon me, G. Who was the top criminals that you came across at HDM? Heavy hitters that you remember that you saw at HDM.
We had some heavy hitters. I can't even. You know, no, not just that. We had some heavy hitters in there, but oh my God, I can't really call them by name like that. But if they could eat lobster on the gate in front of me, they pretty heavy hitter, you know.
Once again, the man said, out of all the so-called live wires and heavy hitters that came through Rikers Island, he said it was one individual that stood out because he was in there. Could you imagine on Rikers Island and HDM and you walking around profiling, eating, you know, a lobster tail out of box, something that a lot of these, you know, COs, they still couldn't afford to do it. So I want everybody to tell me who's that God, who's that Don, who's that King, who's the livest wire that ex-Warden Bailey said he ever saw on Rikers Island. This is just the introduction. But if y'all don't give me them views, and I'm not saying it like I'm begging, I'm telling you I need to get mine. The same way y'all give it to 1090 Jake, the same way y'all give it to Adam 22, the same way y'all give it to Trap or Laws or whatever. These individuals come and they take our content from the lives that we live and for the situations in which people lost their lives and spent numerous years in jail, and now all they got to do is go get somebody's criminal history or find a little so-called blood or this one or Crip or any gangbanger, and now you willing to give up all your history to who you are to an individual that's going to turn around and make nothing but money off of you. So once again, stick with us. And I'm not saying stick with us because I'm no hater. I appreciate their content. But one thing that I know about Shabu B. Allah, God in them streets, that I'm going to give you content that ain't made up on the movie screen because it's a movie within itself. This is God in the streets. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And I hope to be back at y'all in a few hours with this heavy content for my discussion with Ronald Tucker, one of the 9 members on Prince's indictment in the state and also on their indictment and did time in the federal penitentiary for all this. Peace.